Hello friends, this is Anjali Bundela and I am here to help you out in learning about various views of data in database management system. But first of all, we should know what is database management system is. So a database management system or DBMS is a software package that is designed to define, manipulate, retrieve and manage the data from the database. Now let us discuss what is database view is. So a database view is the subset of the database and is based on the query that runs from one or two tables from the database. Basically, there are two types of database view. They are dynamic view and static view. So dynamic view can contain data from one or two table and automatically can combine columns of the specified tables. And static view can contain data from multiple tables and the required or the specified columns from the tables are specified in the where or select clause of the static view. So now we are going to discuss about the views of data. There are four views that are data abstraction, data independence, instance and schema, and data model. So first of all, we are going to discuss what is data abstraction. So data abstraction is the hiding of complex data structure just to make it user friendly. This is done because most of the users that are accessing the database system are not that much familiar or trained for the computers. So just to make it simple for them to use it, we need to attain the data abstraction. Data abstraction is achieved by using the three schema architecture. The main objective of this architecture is to effectively separate the physical database and the user interface. So there are three levels that are in the three schema architecture, that are physical level or the internal level, logical level or the conceptual level, and external level or the view level. The physical level or the internal level schema describes how the data is stored in the hardware. It also describes how the data can be accessed. The physical level shows the data abstraction at the lowest level and has the complex data structure. Only the database administrator can operate at this level. So the next level is the conceptual level or the logical level. Here the data is stored in the form of entity sets, entity, their data types, relationship among the entity sets, user operation performed to retrieve the data, some constraints on the data. Well, adding some constraints on the database can increase the security as the users are restricted to access a particular part of the database. It is the database administrator or the developer that can access or operate at this level. So now the third and the last level of the three schema architecture, that is view level or the external level. So it is the highest level of the data abstraction and it can only exhibit a small part of the whole database. It exhibits only the particular part in which the user is interested. The view level can describe several views of the same data. Here, the user can retrieve the information by using different applications from the database. So, the next view of data is data independence. So, what is data independence? While changing the data at the one level of the database must not be modified at the next level of the database. This is called data independence. Data independence can be classified as logical data independence or physical data independence. So now, what is logical data independence? Logical data independence describes up to a degree by which the conceptual or logical schema can be changed without modifying the external or the outer schema. So why we need to change or modify the data schema at this level? Well, the changes at this level are made to enlarge or reduce the database by adding or deleting some of the entities, entity sets, or adding the constraints on the data. So now, what is physical data independence? Physical data independence defines the extent up to which the data schema at the physical or internal level can be changed or modified without changing the view or the conceptual level. So the physical schema is changed or modified if we add the additional storage to the system or if we reorganize some of the files just to enhance the retrieval speed of the records. Now, moving towards the third view of the data, that is instance and schema. So, what is an instance? An instance is the information stored in the database at a particular point of time. An instance is a set of memory structure and background processes that access a set of database files. So, what is a schema? A database schema of a database system is its structure described in a formal language supported by the database management system and refers to the organization of data as a blueprint of a database is constructed. Schema has both physical and logical schema. So now moving towards the last view of the data, that is data model. So what are data models? Data model in the database management system define or explain the logic behind the structure of the database system that should usually include all the tables of the database. There are several types of data model. Some of the data models are relational data model, entity relationship data model, object-oriented data model, semi-structured data model, etc. But in this video, we are going to discuss some of the data models. Now, we'll discuss about the relational data model. So, what is a relational model? A relational model represents the database as a collection of relations. A relation is nothing but the table of values. Each row in the table represents a collection of related data values. Each row represents the real-world entity or the relationship. So now we'll discuss about the ER model. The ER model or the entity relationship model defines the conceptual view of the database. It works with real-world entities. The ER model is considered as a good option for designing the database at the view level. So our next model is object-oriented data model. Object-oriented data model mainly focuses on how the data is represented. The data is divided into several entities and each entity is having some characteristic. Each entity is related with each other through some relationship. So last model and the last topic is semi-structured data model. Semi-structured data model is designed as the evolution of the relational data model with some flexible structure. Semi-structured data model is self-describing data model in which the data values and the component schema coexist. So this is all from my side. If you have any query or anything to add on, you can comment below. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and please share it and do support. Thank you.